I'm Brad Nessler, here along with two of the best commentators in the game, Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. We're going to enjoy great weather in tonight's game as the skies are clear and the temperature is just right for the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Baylor Bears. It's just about the midway point of the college football season, and these guys from the Big 12 are raring to go. And here come the Bears. The Cornhuskers come out like they're just going to roll over this team. What do you think about that, Herbie?
Nebraska has so many weapons offensively, but it all starts with their outstanding quarterback. Now, against this defense, I look for him to have no problem spreading the ball around. This could be a career day.
Nice pick, Kurt. I can't go against Nebraska in this one.
Nebraska has lined up for the kickoff, and we're ready to get this one underway. Kicks it off. Number 84 fields it in the end zone.
Kickoff return 23 yards. Number 84 on the return.
It could be a long day for this left tackle as he takes on the challenge of blocking this animal at defensive end.
We're going to have the opportunity to see a guy who can really create problems by getting to the quarterback.
And something tells me he's going to be getting to that quarterback a lot today. He's not exactly going against the best left tackle in the history of football.
No gain on the play.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 23.
23-yard line.
Baylor lines up with three receivers. He lets it go, and it's caught. That'll be a 2-yard loss.
Makes the reception. Loss of 2 on the play.
Third and 12 coming up on this one. Ball on the 21-yard line. Parks lines up with 5 wide out. Parks back to pass. Throws it to the outside. Grigsby brings him down.
That's how you convert third down, sweetheart.
That was a good-looking play, wasn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, this offensive coordinator must have seen something in the defense he really liked.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. From the gun. They'll throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Bowman with the interception. Inside the 30 to the 20. Here's an opening. Touchdown, Nebraska. What an interception by the cornerback.
I love it. A defensive back with soft hands. This kid can play.
And he tacks on the extra point. And over 6 minutes still left in the first quarter with the score, Nebraska 7, Baylor nothing. Nebraska to kick this one off. Ziegler and number 84 back to return. He kicks it. Ziegler fields it in the end zone.
Let's watch this defense and how aggressive they are. They were able to get a pick the last time, and they're like a wild animal. When they smell blood, they go in for the kill.
Take it easy, Coach. You're getting excited.
Hey, that's right, sweetheart. I'm always excited.
3 wideouts here. Parks steps back to pass. Across the middle. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. The quarterback really lucked out there.
I thought they had a chance for an interception, but I'm sure they'll settle for the incompletion. It still was a good play.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 17. Baylor comes out with 2 tight ends. On the ground with the tailback. And down he goes. Couldn't get anything out of that.
No gain on the play.
3rd down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 17-yard line. Baylor in a 4-wide set. He passes it. Complete. And they make the stop. Didn't have the ball long there.
Having ball control is important in football, and 3 and out is what you want to avoid for sure.
4th and 8. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Number 37 punts it, and it's a good one. Ross takes it to 36. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll set up shop at the 44. Taylor back in the gun, and the snap goes to the back. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed him.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. The Huskers come out in the ace formation. Ross hits it on the inside. He breaks free. Inside the 30. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. What a weapon this running back is.
I'll tell you what, this guy makes the defense look silly out there. They're falling all over themselves trying to get him on that one.
And he hits the PAT. With under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play, the score, Nebraska 14, Baylor nothing. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Kicks it deep.
Back deep to return.
Ziegler fields it in the end zone. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive, as they were forced into a 3 and out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing for him last time.
Man, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
Baylor sets up with 4 receivers. Parks drops back on first down. Comes across the middle. Oh, he could have had a big reception that time, guys.
Just let that one get away from his vision just for a split second.
In 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 37. The Bears come out in a 2 tight end set. And he's tackled. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
1 yard gain on the play.
Now it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Ball on the 38.
38-yard line.
The Bears come out in the shotgun. Tackle. An incredible series for the defense, and they get them out after 3 plays.
That offense has to regroup and come up with a plan to move the ball down the field next time.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
No surprise here as they prepare to punt it away.
Ross back to return.
Number 37 punts it, and it's a good one. Ross signals for a fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The offense ready for the first play of this drive. They moved the ball extremely well on their last possession on their way to the end zone. They'll start this drive at the 20.
Start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
One-man backfield. Nice play fake. Rolling out to the left side. Wants to throw outside at the 40. And he's brought down.
Wow, nice catch.
Way to look it in. Heck of a job by the wide receiver. These guys are moving the ball down the field.
Nebraska hasn't been able to get in the end zone very often this year.
Hey, forget about the end zone. They can't even get in the red zone.
6 DBs in the lineup. Taylor will hand it off. He jukes. Andrews with a takedown. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 26.
26-yard line.
Ross wants the ball. We'll see if they give it to him. Harper brings him down. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
Gain on the play.
Second and 9. Ball on the 25.
25-yard line.
Nebraska in a 4-wide set. Drops back to pass. He tosses it short, and it's caught. Wilson with a takedown. That's a nice 6-yard gain.
Gain of 6 on the play.
It's third down and 3 to go. Ball on the 19.
19-yard line.
Ross is feeling it, and he wants the football in his hands. Pitch left. Can't wrap him up. Moore brings him down. He'll be stopped just short of a first down.
Oh, so close yet so far away. I thought he had it.
Nebraska comes out with an I formation. They go with a run. Breaks one. He spins around. Touchdown, Nebraska! And that's his second rushing touchdown of the first half.
And the head coach has to love the way this kid is running the football.
And he tacks on the extra point. This drive summary is brought to you by Pontiac. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Nebraska is lined
Kicks it off.
Number 84 back deep to return.
Number 84 fields it in the end zone. He tries to spin. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down again right here.
They'll take over at the 26. Parks lines up in the shotgun. Parks drops to throw, steps up in the pocket. He'll dump this one off. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coach on.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. The Bears go with the I formation. Parks drops back to pass. Throws it out there. Here's an opening. And they make the stop.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
First and 10. Ball on the 42. Baylor comes to the line. Only one man in the backfield. Parks on first down. Pressure coming. He steps up. Bullocks comes away with a sack. Good pressure there, guys.
Yep, good pressure and a good blitz by the safety. He comes in literally uncontested.
I thought he showed really good athletic ability there getting into the quarterback. Nice play.
It's second down, 15 to go. Ball on their own 37. Parks with three wide receivers. Back to pass. Steps up. He's looking. Throws. Complete. Green with a takedown. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
Third and 11. This is the fifth play of this drive. The Bears line up with five receivers. Looks. He's going to go for the home run. And they couldn't hook up on that one. And he overthrew his wide receiver.
I don't know too many 7-foot guys playing football, so maybe he should aim lower the next time.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
The Bears are lining up to punt it away.
Ross back to return.
Number 37 punts it, and it's a good one. Ross takes it to 14. The offense ready for the first play of this drive. They moved the ball extremely well on their last possession on their way to the end zone. They'll get the ball here at the 18.
First and 10.
Nebraska goes with the ace set here. He's under some heat, and they bring him down for a sack on the play. Under relentless pressure, the quarterback goes down for the sack.
Those guys on defense are just pinning their ears back right now and coming in as fast as they can.
Well, in that case, the offense needs to sneak in a screen pass at halfback. Let him get behind the rush and then take off behind his blockers for 6.
After one quarter, it's already getting ugly. With the score, Nebraska 21, Baylor nothing.
Baylor.
It's second down now, 14 to go. Ball on their own 14. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Andrew brings him down.
You know what? The kid just broke 100 yards for the day with that run, guys.
Third and 9. Ball on the 19.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Taylor with four wide receivers. Taylor set to go to the air. Throws it to the outside. Down the sideline. At the point, Todd with a takedown. That's how you get a first down. Coach?
They took a risk and went for the long ball. And boy, did it pay off. Excellent play call.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 36.
36-yard line.
This impact tailback would love nothing more than to have the ball in his hands right now. Gets past the tackler. Moore brings him down. A gain of 8 on the carry.
Gain of 8 on the play.
2nd and 2. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. The Cornhuskers with 4 receivers. Ross on a pitch out. Davis with a takedown. He picks up a yard at best on the toss. 3rd and 1 coming up on this play. Ball on the 27. The defense will stack the line of scrimmage. He gets another carry. Lane brings him down. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running lane.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. High formation here. Murphy tackles him for a loss on the play. Second and long. Ball on the 26-yard line. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Taylor back to pass. Going deep. Intercepted in the end zone. How about that defensive play?
What I liked here was the way the defense reacted as soon as the ball was thrown and allowed them to come up with the interception.
What I didn't like was the decision by the quarterback. He's a smart kid. He knows better than to throw a pass like that.
They'll set up shop at the 20.
1st and 10.
The Bears set up in the gun. He drops back, steps up in the pocket, wants to get it out on the screen.
The pass ball's incomplete. Number 84, the intended receiver on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 20. Parks comes to the line with 3 wide. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. Little shake and bake move. A nice job by the offensive line, and they pick up a gain of 8.
On the play.
3rd and 2. Ball on the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Baylor lines up in a goal line set. A little two. They'll bring him down. Well, he got just what he needed on that one.
My friend, that's right. You gotta love those short down situations.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line. And they have 3 receivers bunched. Smith brings him down for a loss. 3-yard loss there.
3-yard loss on the play.
Second and 13. Ball on their own 27. Baylor comes out with an I formation. Drops back to pass. He steps up, throws. It falls incomplete, and that pass falls incomplete because it was deflected.
That's great defense right there, Brad. That's something the coaches always remind their players to do. Get a hand up in the face of the quarterback.
The defense will try to stop this 3rd down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. And the secondary better be careful. This receiver wants to make a play. Parks back to throw. Looking. Green comes away with a sack. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
4th and long. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Baylor lining up to punt.
Into punt. Ross back deep to return.
It's off, and it is a dandy. Ross takes it at the 33. I'm sure the coach has talked to his team about not turning the ball over again in this possession. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 45.
45-yard line.
Taylor with 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. He unloads it. And it's caught. Spin move. And he's tackled.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. The Bears line up with 6 defensive backs. They'll throw on first down. Throws. Complete.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. Nebraska lines up with 3 receivers. Taylor hands it off. No, play fake. And it's caught. Tackle.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
So they're back in the red zone where they threw a pick on their last visit. Nice play fake. He rolls left. He's looking down the middle. To the middle, it's his tight end. This one has gotten out of hand.
Usually we don't see games get real ugly until the second half, when the talent of the depth chart starts to show. But man, we're still here in the first half, and it's already looking like a blowout.
And he hits the PAT. So with just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter, our score, Nebraska 28, Baylor nothing. Koch is lined up to kick this one off. Kicks it off. Ziegler fields it in the end zone. And now we'll see the offense come out of the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line. 1st and 10.
They come out with 4 wide out. Steps up. Here they come. And he's going to be sacked. I don't think the quarterback ever saw him.
Heck, I didn't even see him. He was in there before anybody could say, "Look out!"
Second and 15. Ball on the 12-yard line. Nebraska brings in their nickel package. He's looking. He's got to throw it in a hurry. I think the offensive line missed a block there.
Somebody did. It was like a jailbreak up front, and the linebacker will get the credit for the sack.
Nebraska takes a timeout. Third down and what they didn't want to get in. Ball on their own 6. They come out in a goal line set. Up the middle. Tries to juke. Bowman with a takedown. Nebraska calls a timeout. Baylor lining up the punt.
Number 37, back to punt. Ross, back to return.
They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Ross fields it at the 42, bounces off the would-be tackler. Inside the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska!
They got the kickoff, but they forgot to play coverage. It was like they were just standing around watching. I've never seen anything like it.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 2 to go in the second quarter, our score is Nebraska 35, Baylor nothing. Nebraska to kick. Decent kick, looks to be returnable. Number 84 fields it in the end zone. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out. It's 1st and 10, ball on the 19-yard line. Parks lines up in the shotgun. They'll throw on 1st down. Looks, throws this one out to the right. Off his hands, incomplete. A hard throw, and it was dropped.
He possibly could have taken something off that one, but hey, when you throw that way, your receiver still can make the catch. You're one step away from the big leagues, right, Coach?
Kurt, you're absolutely right. The great ones will catch anything.
Baylor lines up in a shotgun set. Parks steps back to pass. Looking, and they get the sack. The quarterback had nowhere to go, and he's brought down for the sack.
They've got to do a better job up front with their pass protection.
If they don't start picking up everybody, then this quarterback's going to be pretty sore in the morning. That's for sure.
Third down and long coming up here. Ball on the 11-yard line. Baylor sets up in the I. Parks with the give, makes a move. Green brings him down. A little slyness to no avail there, far away from the sticks.
Well, there was a seam there, but he couldn't get there quick enough. This defense is deceptively fast.
4th and 12. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Ross back to return, and he's already proven he can break these with a block or two. It's off, and it is a dandy. The offense ready for the first play of this drive. They moved the ball extremely well on their last possession on their way to the end zone. They'll go to work at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line. 1st and 10.
Nebraska comes out in the shotgun. Taylor drops back on 1st down. He's looking across the middle. The senior makes the catch. So they execute and move a little closer to the sticks.
Yeah, completing those short passes is the key because it lulls the defense to sleep a little bit. Then you can launch one big one downfield for a big gain.
Juke move. Andrews with a takedown. Nebraska takes a timeout. First and 10. Ball on the 46. So we'll probably get one last heave to the end zone here before halftime. Looks over the middle, and he's taken down. After one half of play, this one is not even close. Our score, Nebraska 35, Baylor nothing. Second half just about set to get underway as the teams line up for the kick. And they'll be returning this one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll take over at the 20.
At the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Nebraska goes with the ace set here. Taylor hands it off. He jukes it. They'll bring him down. A 5-yard pickup for the tailback.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 5 to go. Ball on the 25.
5-yard line.
One-man backfield. He'll get it again. He jukes. And they make the stop. A 5-yard gain.
On the run. 5-yard gain on the play.
Third down, less than a yard. Ball on the 30-yard line. The impact player at running back is in the zone right now. Taylor tosses to the left side. Sheds that one. Across midfield, at the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska!
As easy as uno, dos, tres. For you kids at home, that means 1, 2, 3, as in 3 rushing touchdowns for the day for this kid. I think this defense is getting a numbers lesson right here.
And he hits the PAT. Time to take a look at the drive summary. It's brought to you by Pontiac. Fuel for the soul. Nebraska is ready to kick it away. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Ziegler fields it in the end zone. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. Now, I know they're winning, but when are we going to see this featured star at right defensive end start getting sacks?
Right here in the third quarter. Watch. He'll get a sack before you know it. You can't keep this guy away from the quarterback for the whole game. He's due for a sack.
It also helps that his team is winning. That should result in more pass rushing opportunities for him.
Touchdown, Baylor! Terrific pass, and the wideout hauls it in for the touchdown.
Brad, the wide receiver's route was the key on that play.
You're right, Kirk. His route running really has improved, and the quarterback has been throwing his weight a lot more.
And he tacks on the extra point. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Number 20.
He sends this one deep. Lucky fields it in the end zone. That last drive resulted in a touchdown, mainly because of the running game.
And with that success running the football, I'm looking for play action and right over the top for 6.
They'll get the ball here at the 21. Nebraska comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Here's the give. Little shake and bake move. And he's tackled. Gain of 9.
On the run, 9-yard gain on the play.
Second and 1. Ball on their own 30.
30-yard line.
Nebraska goes with the ace set here. Taylor with the play fake. He tosses it short, and he's shoved out of bounds.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 38. The Huskers come out in the ace formation. Steps up in the pocket, looking, throws this one out to the right, and that one will go down as an incompletion.
It's too bad because the wide receiver made a super effort to catch that pass.
Yeah, Coach, he's got the ability to come up with that circus catch.
I want that kid on my team.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 38.
38-yard line.
They line up in an I. Taylor hands it off. A little juke. And they make the stop. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's third down and 8 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. If they're not careful, this impact corner is going to make them pay. He drops back. Rolls to the right. Across the middle. Andrew brings him down.
15-yard gain on the play.
First and 10. And this is the 6th play of the drive. The Cornhuskers come out in a shotgun. Drops back to pass. Wants to throw outside. Complete. He ran a good route there and was able to pick up yards underneath the coverage.
It's okay to move the ball in small portions because it relaxes the offense and can open things up for the big play.
It's second down and 3 to go. This is the 7th play of this drive. The Huskers come out in a bunch formation. Here's the give. Lane with a takedown. And that was an excellent run there.
Yeah, Brad, but it was also great blocking up front by the offensive line to open up the hole.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Throws this one out to the right. Incomplete. He overthrew his tight end.
I know the tight end has a little more height than the wideouts, but give me a break.
Second and 10, and this is the 9th play of the current drive. Ace backfield. Back to pass. Throws it to the outside. He's got it. Davis brings him down.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
Looks like they'll try to power it right into the heart of the defense. Taylor set to go to the air. It's deflected. Oh, he had a shot at the pick. The offense gets a lucky break that time.
And when you've got a shot at ending the other team's scoring threat, you better do it. This dropped interception may come back to haunt him.
Nebraska will line up in a jumbo set here. Taylor with a nice play fake. Murphy comes away with a sack. So one of the veterans on this defense gets in there for the sack.
They've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Yeah, he can't afford to take too many more hits like that.
The Huskers line up with 3 wide. Taylor back to throw. He steps up. He's looking. Foreman comes away with a sack. Now that's some heavy pressure.
It all starts with the battle up front. I don't care how good your receivers are or how explosive your running backs are. If you can't control the line of scrimmage, then it's tough to move the football.
I agree, Coach. And the thing is, this quarterback can make some plays for you if you give him enough time back there to throw.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to figure out how to make plays without time.
Dykes lined up for the field goal. This should be a chip shot. It's up. And it's through the uprights. Time to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And remember, the good folks at Pontiac have been bringing you fuel for the soul since 1926. Nebraska to kick, number 84, and Ziegler back ready to return. He kicks it. Ziegler fields it in the end zone. The offense ready for the first play of this drive. They moved the ball extremely well on their last possession on their way to the end zone. They'll start this drive at the 28. Baylor comes out in the shotgun. And the snap goes to the back. He's gobbled up in the backfield. The defense comes up with a good play to pull him down for a loss.
A nice call by the defensive coordinator. It's like he's in their huddle sometimes.
It's second down, 15 to go. Ball on their own 23. Baylor sets up with 4 receivers. He drops back, steps up, looks. Deep pass down the left side. Someone got a hand on it.
Good job there by the defense to get a hand on it.
It was, Kirk, but when you're going out for a pass and the ball is in the air, you need to go after it and come down with it. You just can't watch the defender bat it down.
3rd and 15 coming up. Ball on the 23-yard line. Baylor comes out in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Looking. Across the middle. And it's incomplete. That brings up a punting situation.
I'll tell you what, this defense did a heck of a job that time to hold them to 3 and out.
4th and 15. Ball on the 23-yard line.
It's 4th down, and the punt team lines up.
Ross back deep to return.
Number 37 punts it, and it's a good one. Ross fields at the 29. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll go to work at the 38.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Nebraska goes with the ace set here. Ross gets a toss. Lane Tackles him for a loss on the play. That toss had no room to work as the defense had the hot pursuit.
Man, they just scorched the field to get to him. I can see where the turf is gone.
Second down, 14 coming up here. Ball on the 34. Nebraska in a 4-wide set. Taylor back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Over the middle. And he's taken down. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent gain.
And this guy's not going to burn too many guys deep, but he's definitely a good possession guy who you can rely on.
Third and 6. Ball on the 42.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Nebraska goes with the ace set here. Taylor goes with the play fake. He's looking. Throws. And they couldn't hook up on that one. What a hit to knock that ball loose.
Oh, mama. He couldn't hold on that one for a touchdown.
That would have been a spectacular reception.
Nebraska ready to put this one away.
Number 37, back to punt. Ziegler, back to
He punts it.
return.
Ziegler takes it to 15. Sheds a tackler. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down again right here.
They'll take over at the 20. Baylor lines up in a shotgun set. Parks drops back to pass. The ball is tipped.
You got to be careful throwing into coverage like that.
Well, Coach, I don't think it was a poor decision. It was just a great reaction by the man in coverage.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 20. Nickel defense. Parks drops back. He steps up, looks, throws this one out to the left. Couldn't haul it in. Oh, he could have had a big reception that time, guys.
Just let that one get away from his vision just for a split second.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 20.
20-yard line.
The Bears set up in the gun. Back to pass. Looking. He's in trouble. And he's going to come up with a sack. That was the 6th sack of the ball game for this defense.
Let me say one thing. This defense is good. I mean, real good.
They sure are, Coach. They're blitzing, they're stunning, they're confusing this quarterback to death.
Fourth and long. Ball on the 14-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away.
To punt.
It's off, and it is a dandy. Ross fields it at the 39. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll get the ball here at the 46.
46-yard line.
Pro formation here. Taylor steps back to pass. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it.
The 28, the intended receiver.
Almost a turnover.
As a quarterback, I can tell you that those are the only types of drops we like to see.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 46. Nebraska sets up in the eye. Broke away from one. And down he goes. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play.
Third and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
As we go to the final quarter of play, this one is almost wrapped up. Our score here, Nebraska 45, Baylor 7. Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 46.
46-yard line.
The Huskers come out in a shotgun. Brought down. 3 plays and out, guys.
It sounds simple. You've got 3 plays to get 10 yards. But trust me, sometimes that's not as easy as it sounds.
Nebraska ready to punt this one away. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Ziegler calls for the fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20. The Bears line up with 2 tight ends. Up the middle. Tries to juke. Tackled. They pick up a good 6 yards there.
Gain of 6 on the play.
The Bears with 4 receivers. They'll bring him down. So he got a few yards on that carry.
You know what, guys? If you can continue to pick up small chunks of yards like that, you can really start to wear a defense down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 32. The Bears go with the I formation. Parks will hand it off. He rumbles ahead and picks up about 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball on their own 37. Bunch formation. It's a direct snap. Brought down. Picked up a 1st down on that carry.
Yeah, a good job up front by the offensive line. They picked up some nice blocks to allow that back to get in there for some extra yardage.
Parks with 4 wide receivers. Parks running the option. Laterals back. And they make the stop. That's a 3-yard pickup.
With the carry, 3-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 7 to go. And this is the 6th play of the drive. 1-man backfield. And down he goes. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
3-yard gain on the play.
Third and 4. This is the 7th play of this drive. Baylor lines up in a goal line set.
Big dog, big dog.
Takes off a tackle. And they got him for a loss. Excellent play by the defense that time as they swallowed him up before he got back to the line.
It's more like they devoured him. He had no shot of breaking clean.
Parks with 3 wide receivers. They didn't get it.
Well, Coach, at this point, they pretty much have to go for it every time.
And that's what I like to see. Don't give up. Keep playing hard till the final whistle.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. The Huskers line up in an I formation.
391.
Beck on 1st down. He's rolling left. Throws it to the outside. And he's shoved out of bounds, and that one will go down as an incompletion.
It's too bad because the wide receiver made a super effort to catch that pass.
Yeah, Coach, he's got the ability to come up with that circus catch.
I want that kid on my team.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. Beck comes to the line with 3 wide. Pitch is right. And he's going to throw to the quarterback. Offense falls on it. Talk about a close call. The running back put the ball on the ground, but the offense keeps possession.
Yo, Kirk, Is it somebody's birthday on defense?
I don't know. Where are you going with this one, Coach?
Well, it's got to be somebody's birthday because this running back is handing out presents out there. Either that or he's doing his best to get benched.
Now I got you, Coach. Fumble, birthday present. I got you.
Oh, my, what a catch. Touchdown.
Come on, sweetheart. What are you doing? You don't have to rub it in like this.
Yeah, Coach, but then again, it is their job to stop this offense. I mean, they can't help it their plays are working so well.
Well, if that's the case, then I hope they schedule these guys again because there's nothing sweeter than getting revenge on a team that likes to run up the score.
And he hits the PAT. So with less than 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, our score, Nebraska 52, Baylor 7. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Here's the kick. Ziegler fields it at the 2 with a stiff arm. The offense saw their last drive end on 4th down. Will we see a similar result this time? They'll set up shop at the 22. From the gun. On 1st down. He's looking. Long ball, right side. He has him on the fly. To the 20. He breaks free. Touchdown, Baylor. And that's the second time today these guys have been able to hook up for the score.
Boy, he really looks comfortable in that end zone, doesn't he?
And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, the score is Nebraska 52, Baylor 14. Number 37 needs a good bounce for a possible recovery here. Here goes nothing. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Clipping on the receiving team. Half the distance from the spot of the foul.
Clipping is
First
the
down.
call, and now they'll have to find a way to make up those yards right here. They'll go to work at the 10-yard line.
At the 10-yard line. 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. 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 Hut.
They'll go with a fullback. Moore with a takedown. And they continue to pound it out on the ground.
Tick, tick, tick. Continue to milk that clock.
2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 12-yard line. The Cornhuskers go with the I formation.
Hut. 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 Hut.
Lucky takes a handoff. Ford brings him down. And they're going to play keep away and work this clock. It's third down and 5 to go. Ball on their own 15. Beck with 3 wide receivers.
Hot! 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 Hot!
He drops back. Steps up. He's going left. Batted ball.
He tried to force that one in there.
It should have been intercepted. He can't be thrown into coverage like that.
Break!
The Huskers are lining up to punt it away.
Number 37 in the punt. Johnson back to return.
Koch punts it, and it's a good one. Shelton takes it to 36. The offense ready for the first play of this drive. They moved the ball extremely well on their last possession on their way to the end zone. They'll take over at the 38-yard line. The Bears line up with 5 receivers. They'll throw on first down. Looks, throws this one out to the right. His receiver has it.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
It's first and 10. Ball right around midfield. Bell has 5 receivers lined up here. They'll throw on first down. Looking. Pressure coming. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. That's going to force him into a fourth down situation as they get him in the backfield.
Great job here by the defensive end, just accelerating off the ball.
And how about a great job by the coaching staff? They're the ones who discovered this kid when he was playing in high school just last year.
Second and long. Ball on the 42. Baylor lines up in a shotgun set, under heavy pressure, and they bring him down for a sack on the play. So the defensive end gets a big play there.
This is exactly what you want to create when you send the extra man like they did here. That allowed the end to burst into the backfield for a big sack.
Third down and long coming up here, all on their own 37. The Bears set up in the gun. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Comes across the middle. And they make the stop. Wow, a long gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, the offense hurt themselves by digging themselves into a hole on first and second down, so the defense didn't really have to put too much thought in how to defend on that third down.
They line up to punt this one away.
Number 20.
It's off, and it is a dandy. Lucky signals for a fair catch, and it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down again right here.
They'll start this drive at the 20.
Start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Nebraska will line up in a jumbo set here. Beck with the give. And he has room to rumble. Todd with a takedown.
Kirk, my friend, this is exactly what you want out of your back late in the game. The ability to keep the clock moving and continue to pick up first downs.
Yeah, Lee, no question. This is the time when you let him carry the team to the finish line.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 34. And that defense is getting a little excited down there.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still
The
first
defense
down.
lends them a hand with that penalty.
Gosh, giving up penalty yards is so frustrating, isn't it?
First and 5. Ball on their own 39.
39-yard line.
It's a done deal here as the final whistle blows. Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
I can't say enough about this performance. Nebraska looked like a team on a mission to destroy anything and everything that got in their way. Brad, this is a really good-looking football team.
Folks, that's going to do it for this edition of NCAA Football 2006. We hope you all join us again. Again, our final score, Nebraska